Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Axel Witsel has bags of aerial prowess and energy, which are very useful to that deeper midfield role. All those qualities will help the side break through some aggressive pressing in those areas, and that's a key element of the modern game.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Witsel, ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Adams. Baresi.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
For Messi. And here's Drogba. And it's Rijkaard. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Can he get it through? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he was quick to react. Witsel. They get a throw in. Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cleared without complication. Unahi. Drogba.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Knocks it into space. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Gazzaniga claims it, safe hands. Out for a throw. Unahi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's forced to go back. Witsel. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Out of play for a throw. Kimmich. And it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Witsel. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kimmich. That's an imaginative pass. And he plays one through. And there's the end of the first half. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Witsel. Blint. Shifted it to the flank. Kimmich is there to clear. Witsel. Rincon. Opts for safety, and it's been given away. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi wins the duel this time. And he's away.
Oh, really well played.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Ball swung in. That's a decent clearance. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Blint. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Vitoria clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Dink through.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substitution.
Girona can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
There will be 1 minute added time.
What? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Victoria certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the...
It's full on! And one more try! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Pinches it off him. Oh, he's burst through! Great ball, and he's in here. Fallen! Victoria, goal!
The breakthrough strike!
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Victoria, breakthrough, nice and early, just as they wanted it. That pass has been well intercepted.
What a throw in.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Oh, well played. And he thumps it clear. Stood up well to him there. Rivaldo.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He is through here. He's in a great position here.
Guardiola
Does really well to win the ball there. "30 minutes gone. And he cuts out the supply. And he's managed to get free. And he's managed to get rid. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Forlan. We've got 5 minutes till half. It's Rivaldo! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Rivaldo! And for a moment, time stood still.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shifted it to the flank. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Vitoria can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting...
And the shot! Just off target.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Schneider. That's a throw. And here's Owen. He might be in here. And Owen!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Nicely aimed pass. Owen. Well timed, excellent interception. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Number 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Vitoria are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's had it nicked away. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's a good ball out wide. Ball is over the line.
Substitution on the field. Number 23. Number 18. Coming on the field. Number 8.
Well, now here's a good battle,
10.
bicep to bicep. Oh, super find. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rivaldo can get it clear. Vittoria have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Rivaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Vittoria find a position of real strength now. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's a good run down the right. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Forlan taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left.
Forlan! Oh, it's hit the post! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Schneider. Kukçu wins the duel this time. Schneider, he's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Schneider has a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Victoria leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's shifting through the gears here. No way through, so he's gone for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Hazard. Vitz just eases him off the ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Owen. Well read, nice interception. Kukçu. Royce. And it's Rijkaard. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's tried one! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Schneider. That's rather hopeful. And again the keeper stands strong. This is their second corner of the game. Well, there's the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's being shifted off it. Forlan. It's Forlan! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to get free.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Schneider. Strong running down that left flank. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
Victoria deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Victoria happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. Owen. Shapes to shoot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Van Dijk. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Hazard. He's on it, can he get away?
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That has been cut short. And he's running through! Guardiola gets it clear. There will be a throw-in. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Guardiola. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Nicely weighted ball. Hazard looking to run onto it. And he's there to belt it away.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 22, Hazard. Coming on the field is number 4, Udis.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's a good ball out wide. That's a lovely, neat pass. One 0 as we head towards the end. That's been cut out, well played. Guardiola. It's a searching pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Nicely shaped ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there goes the final whistle. Vitoria have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Schneider picking up the Man of the Match award and Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here.
The midfield's...
And that is wildly off target. Threads one in. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Yamal stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hazard. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the...
And on! There will be a throw-in. Messi. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Rivaldo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, shooting chance! Victoria, goal! The perfect outcome to mark his 50th game. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And here's Forlan.
Forlan really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's there to clear it. Alexander-Arnold gets into some space. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. He rises! Harmlessly behind. Saliba.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. And the finish! He scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Rivaldo. Royce. And Royce! Oh, it's come loose! And he has kept it out somehow!
Royce clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rivaldo! He
decent enough try.
Rivaldo is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
McAllister, Costa Curta. He's found a way through. Now who's going to be first to this?
3 minutes added time.
Pelé. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he's been shifted off it. And the first 45 minutes are up. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Vitoria certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Vitoria are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back on the way. Now it's Pelé. And this is Forlan. Forlan! Mighty close.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Costa Curta. And it's McAllister. And it's Neymar. Neymar, who's on a run down the left wing. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Vitoria with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Owen is onto this. Royce. Belletti. Chance here to counter. Nicely weighted ball. You can run onto that. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Guardiola. Royce. And it's Rivaldo. Over to the left. Hazard. And he's straight offside. Guardiola. And here's Forlan. Royce aims beyond the defence. Crosses it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Yamal.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Rivaldo. And it's played into the... Oh, what a climb! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Cleared away. That's the throw. Now, this could be a chance. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Knocks it into space. Vitoria can consider themselves just about safe now. Hazard. Now it's Owen. Now it's Owen. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Gabriel. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
1 minute at a time.
Owen! And that was neither one thing nor the other. And that is as far as it goes. Vitoria are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
And now,
Rivaldo
to all
taking
members
in
of
the
crowd,
accolades,
I'd
having
like
been
to
named
ask
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Picks out, brilliant, shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rivaldo, brilliantly cut out. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. He's onside! He's going for goal! They've played it short. Oh, right place, right time. Nicely aimed pass. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes stood his ground strongly. Distributed tidily. Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Forlan, and it's lofted through here. Great chance! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Vittoria grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And well back!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Owen. Belletti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross to the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And it's Schneider. Has a shot! He's got away with one there. Guardiola can get it clear. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. The pass is intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. There's a sharp little ball here. Oh, Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for the run. Well, that pass isn't the best. Marquinhos. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Victoria really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Alonso! Royce, and this is Forlan, and he shoots! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, the ball's run loose here. So, third corner of the game. Oh, what has happened here? And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Rivaldo. He's in a good position here. Lovely. Now then, it's Forlan! Vittoria! Goal! And the comeback is complete. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Victoria take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well back! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Owen. Oh, delicate chip through. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 20, Dembele. Coming on the field is number 26.
And here's Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Dani Olmo has it in a wide position. And that was asking just too much of him.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 21.
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range. Victoria surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He has found a way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked out the run. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he get on the end of this? Victoria, moments now away from seeing this one out. Royce.
4 added minutes has been
4
indicated.
added minutes on the board. Rivaldo, he's picked his way through, and he was alert to it. Oh, it's come loose. Knocks it out wide, and it's Xabi Alonso. Fofana. So that's it. It is all over. Victoria have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
And we come to you now
Forlan,
with a quick
voted
request
man
for
of the
support
match,
for
and
our
deservedly
charity fund,
so.
Chance in Football.
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up
And the shots!
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now it's Yamal.
Rivaldo looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Now here's the delivery. Terrific! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Rivaldo! Just off target.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Ruben Neves. It's Cruyff. Kaka.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Good He's having a shot! Victoria, goal!
And Victoria take the lead. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
15 minutes is number 18, Diego Forlan.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Nicely weighted ball. He's being urged. Shapes to shoot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Can he get on the end of this?
Owen. And the shot! Sticks it away!
They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Diego Forlan.
Victoria are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He has done it! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Yamal.
Cruyff.
A true great in every sense of the word. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that is a nice touch. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That has been cut short. Witsel. And it's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. And he's picked it up out wide. Schneider.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cristiano Ronaldo looking to add to his goal. Good ball, good take. And he's being shifted off it. And we hit half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Great chance! He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Number 14, Michael Owen.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now it's Owen, and this is Forlan. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Vitoria are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is banging their favour.
Now that looks a decent ball. Ball driven towards the far post. And he's there to clear it. Yamal, who's set up 1 goal so far. Kaka. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Iniesta, and he's managed to get free. Now there's a fine ball. Pings it. Yamal! It's a loose ball. It's a goal kick. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Xavi Alonso. Almost 75 minutes on the clock. Snyder! Ruben Dias. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Royce. Iniesta charging forward, the ball at his feet. Vitoria needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Kaka. Kaka puts his foot on the gas. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vieira. And he's in on goal. Is there any... A Cruyff! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19.
Manchester United can make their change now with a break in play.
Number 8.
Well, there's the clearance.
Iniesta.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Van Basten.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Number 10. Bernardo Silva. 2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ruben Dias. Witsel. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that will be it. Vitoria can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
Just a quick announcement.
Forlan picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Vittoria definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And that's where we have to... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Royce making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Howson is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk, Conte, Darren Fletcher, Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Out towards the flank, and they've got a throw. Darren Fletcher, neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Rivaldo. And Rivaldo. Nicely shaped ball. Lovely ball and a real... And the finish! Victoria, goal! And Victoria take the lead. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 18, Diego Forlan.
Victoria have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Good take, and is he in? Oh, this looks sharp. And that could set him on his way. Just the goalkeeper's... He's had it! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a key interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now, can they get him away? And this is Forlan. And it's Rivaldo. Now it's Owen. And Owen! Mighty close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Conte. Xabi Alonso with the foul. Rivaldo. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Now that's well seen too. Koundé. Conte. Mbappe.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's picked his way through. Lovely bit of skill. Now it's Forlan. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Victoria head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
And he's taking no chances there. Victoria are looking to go. Fletcher! Just a whisker away. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Adams. Now it's Forlan. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. Howson. And it's Rivaldo. That is good alertness. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Mbappe. Van Dijk. Koundé. Oh, strongly challenged there. Now it's Rivaldo. Rafinha. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Marmouche. And it's Balde. Rivaldo. He's through, now is he in? Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! Do not write them off! Back they come! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's a good ball out wide. Royce has it in a wide position. Neuer claims it, safe hands.
Vitoria really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rivaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Van Dijk. And it's Rivaldo.
There will be 1 minute
Tries to pass it through. Picked out, can he finish? So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Forlan claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Better stadium fund.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Hazard stood his ground strongly. Now there's a fine ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Well, that pass isn't the best. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16.
Rivaldo!
Yamal.
Roberto Carlos. Schneider. It's Schneider! Victoria! Goal!
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Schneider!
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Tries to pass it through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Robertson.
Manchester United really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
He's shifting through the gears here, and it's made its way to him. Can he get it through? Oh, easy pickings there. Schneider has found the net here, of course. And it's Owen. Fernandez. Marquinhos. Serginho. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for options for... There's the shot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He is through here. Royce.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that has skinned the post.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
So once again, we're underway. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's on it, can he get away? Shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Van Dijk. Not the most convincing of passes. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. Header! It's hit the upright. Mbappe is flagged offside. Played into space. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good spread. Deftly away. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Rivaldo. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Rivaldo. Big chance! Yamal. That's a sharp pass. Out to the left it goes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Costa. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Great vision. And this is Rivaldo. Rivaldo! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Forlan. Lovely bit of skill. It's Forlan! Oh, should have put that away.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9.
And we have our very first corner.
Number 18. Yamal.
And they've got rid.
Coming on the field. Number
Vitoria
11.
clearly
Bruno
are pushing for
Fernandes.
the win here, Peter. It's
Number
making for a
5.
very frantic
India.
end to this game. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Mbappe. He might be in here. Chance, surely! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce. They were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 20.
And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all Well, the scene we have here, there's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Climbs up big! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rivaldo. Baresi. Roberto Carlos. And the finish! And again! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And it's Owen. And here's Schneider. It's fallen! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? A corner it is then. Victoria with the corner. They're first. Rodri attempts a clearance. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold. Xabi Alonso
really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Played out wide. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Dembele. Cadiolu wins the duel this time. Schneider thinks about the shot. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Roberto Carlos tries looking up for options on the left. Yamal, and it's Rodri. Rivaldo. Zubimendi. And Cadiolu. Oh, this looks sharp. He's beaten the last man. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rodri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And again! Now it's Owen. That has ended up in no man's land. Botman gets good distance on it. And it's played in. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Can he get on the end of this? He's cut it out. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Victoria ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great.
Schneider! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cadiolu. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ball comes in. Yamal getting this one clear. Cadiolu. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Botman. Nuno Mendes. Here's Rodri. And that is as far as they're going to go. Can he finish? He scores! And finally he has breathed life into the game. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Victoria have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Kadiolu gets into a good position.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's on it, can he get away? Kadiolu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Roberto Carlos, he's going for goal! It's a loose ball. And it's Schneider. And a chance! It's bounced back off the post. Rodri. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1. It's Rivalry! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's got 2. Oh, and that should have been 2.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbele running with the ball. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rivaldo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Schneider. And that's that. Victoria have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Forlan picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise
Please turn
there.
your attention to the screen for information.
Any reflections
provided
on
by
what
the
you've
local
seen, Jim?
police.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end.
It on, hype, expectation, emotion, the game yet to kick off, the excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has...
It's Fulham! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Into the channel. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Xabi Alonso. Applies the finish! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Victoria leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And smartly reclaimed. That's good. Fallen! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Guardiola. Not the most accurate pass. Rivaldo. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a promising position. And Royce! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Shot a goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely shaped ball. That's good vision. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Dani Olmo. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, no joy this time. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Kukçu.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pinches it off him. He's through here. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
It's fallen! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Guti is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, what a chance! Oh, he's been caught, and he's following up! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 14.
Victoria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
It's Alonso! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And that should get the job done. And that's a throw-in. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was...
And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi puts his foot on the gas, and he's managed to get free. Deftly out wide. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Neymar. Well, there's the clearance. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Dani Olmo. Searching pass he's played there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Mbappe. 75 minutes played. And this is Owen. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's a goal kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Vardiol. Schneider. Now it's Owen. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he should have made it 4.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Big header! They've scored! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. If the defence let themselves down by not picking him up, I think the boss won't be amused.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we... Victoria do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Victoria come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Guardiola, and he was quick to react. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that's a dangerous chance for a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Victoria penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Eze, who's wide and looking to get onto this. Xavi Alonso. And that's put paid to a promising move. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Royce. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Reinders played down the flank. Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. Ball swung in, and he thumps it clear. Now it's Royce. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's being shifted off it. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Deftly away. Schneider looking to add to his goal. And it's Salah. Pinches it off him. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. That is some save from Khan! He's there to hit it! Adams getting this one clear.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Reinders. Eze. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Plays it through. Royce is in a really good position out wide. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And it's Royce. He shifted it to the flank. That's a shade optimistic. Alexander-Arnold.
And
Mohamed Salah.
Really well played.
Rivaldo. And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending.
Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Victoria leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Victoria carrying a one-goal lead. Rivaldo has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Victoria with the corner, there first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Szoboszlai is onto this. Oh, delightful ball. Victoria can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Rivaldo. Alexander-Arnold.
Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Looking for options for movement. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Forlan. Now it's Royce. Szoboszlai. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Good ball, good take.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Played back in, and he's cut it out. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Xabi Alonso with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. A straight red card, another twist in this promotion epic. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Number 20, Rafael Leão. Number 22, Eze. Number 17,
beyond the defence.
Szoboszlai. Coming on the field, number 5, Hazard.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Number 10, Messi. Number 26, Xavi Simons.
Driving on and making good progress. And Messi! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
They've played it short. Mohamed Salah, and this is Messi. And a chance! Searching pass he's played there. Schneider cuts it out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Victoria close now to seeing this one through to the end. Xavi Simons looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, good take. Tries a shot!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And that's it. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams have in the past got it so wrong on the day and took a long time to recover, or worse? I just think we should offer our congratulations.
Shoulders going crazy, see that neck break and that head bang and them hands waving. I'm dangerous, you cannot contain this. I was trying to chill, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, 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 wanna dance. I wanna, what you wanna do? What you go to? Rock a old school? Oh, we gon' move. Dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance. All I wanna do is move on the boogaloo, I'ma groove my body. I just gotta lose the shoes when that fool get loose, know that you can't stop it. Watch this, look at how I work that pocket, look at how I flow like faucets, how that pop look like robotics. You can't tame me, shoulders going crazy, see that neck break and that head bang and them hands waving. I'm dangerous, you cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming. I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, 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 dance. What you wanna do? What you go to? Rock a old school? Oh, we gon' move. Dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 yeah, I just wanna dance. All I wanna do is
Victoria get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Vinicius Junior has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Spread neatly, and he's picked it up out wide, swings it across. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Forlan. No, it's come to nothing. That's a sharp pass. He's picked his way through. Adams wins the duel this time. Belletti. Vittoria yet to have an attempt on goal.
Rivaldo.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Victoria with the corner, there first. Shoots! Victoria, goal! And Victoria take the lead. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Victoria have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net.
And Owen! A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Rivaldo. Out to the left it goes. Owen has it out wide and in space. And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Barella. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Eze. Oh, this is a terrific run. Can he get it through? And it's made its way to him. And the shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The goal scorer
Simplicity
after
itself.
33
Such a smart
minutes
finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Darwin Núñez.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And we hit half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And that's the second half started.
Vitoria are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threats. Fallen! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. That has been knocked clear. It's a throw-in. Roberto Carlos. Schneider. Oh, lovely. It's Schneider! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Schneider usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me...
Núñez! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That has been cut short. Van Dijk. Pedri is herring after that one. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now it's Darwin. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. It's Schneider! And again the keeper stands strong. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's hoisted clear. That'll be a throw-in. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Royce. Now it's Forlan. He's having a go! Oh, screamer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Into the lead once more. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Schneider. Substitution on the field, number 8, Pedri.
So time for change.
Coming on to
And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Victoria take the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make.
Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Played in deep, and the keeper beats it away.
Victoria clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Victoria, moments now away from seeing this one out. And this is Royce. Barella gets over and intercepts. Van Dijk. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rivaldo. And it's Royce. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Here comes the cross. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Victoria proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
He's having a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Koundé tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Belletti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played out to the right. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it out wide. Now it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. He gets big! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Owen. Looking for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Vittoria given another corner. Vittoria have their 3rd corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Forlan crosses. Schneider! Loose. That's another chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a grab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Owen. Anthony. And it's Palmer. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Anthony finds himself offside. Spread it left. Owen could try cutting inside here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kudus! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Garnacho. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He won't be happy with that one. Koundé. Casemiro. Now it's Kudus. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Palmer. McAllister producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Szoboszlai. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And he's lost his man here. He's in space and looking for options. He's shifting through the gears here. Victoria have the chance to go the other way.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Koundé cuts out the pass. That's a sharp pass. Palmer. And here's Garnacho.
Garnacho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he get it through? Owen receives it in a wide position. Forlan. That's an excellent interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Owen.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Anthony. And it's been played through. And he's had it nicked away.
Pittsburgh couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Rivaldo. It's Rivaldo! Oh, that's incredible! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
That's superbly well played. Any aspiring strikers out there watching this, that's the sort of movement you need to create space.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Victoria take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And that was very necessary.
Time.
Now it's Rivaldo. Oh, delightful ball. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Rivaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Volunteers for each block.
So a dramatic game. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the...
And he's had a hit! Mbappe. He is through here! Pinches it off him. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played out to the left flank, and it's Wirtz. And this is Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Owen. It's loose now and they want to get it back. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looks... Fallen! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Looking for the run. Owen picks it up out wide. And the cutback. He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in, and he's in on goal. Forlan gets flagged offside. Vitz. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a throw. Now then, the ball's come loose. Fitz. Back in once more. Tries a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's found a way past.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Pedri.
There will be 1 minute
Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Vitz. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Victoria have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it.
He's tried one! Amazing from McAllister. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It had to come. It just had to come. He had to have his say.
The goal scored for Victoria after 49 minutes.
He gave it plenty and
Number
some.
10.
Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Victoria are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he welcomes him. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And it's Wits. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Alexander-Arnold showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking for options for movement. And that's gone loose. And he's let fly!
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 11, Rafinha.
Looking to go deep.
Replace him is number 21,
Cleared away.
Messi.
And that's another throw. Rivaldo. And this is Forlan. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's gone for goal. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Royce. Belletti. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Forlan.
Vitoria clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Played in deep. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers and a chance! And he hits the net! Time minutes, and we're all square again! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
17,
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
there will be 3 minutes.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Batistuta, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate. And that's that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a win. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
We have already started here.
So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And that has been cleared. Robertson. Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Royce. Played into space. That's been cut out, well played. Aim forwards. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Royce. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He is through here. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? No, he's seen through all of that.
Drilled in. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
After 21 minutes is number 5.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Deep cross. He gets off the post. And that's left him. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Vitoria present their opponents with the best possible chance here. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Goal! After 27 minutes is number 8, Eden Hazard.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That'll be a throw-in. Swept in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Can he get onto this? Owen receives him in a wide position. Shot, surely! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. McAllister. Over to the left. It's Vinicius Junior. That is good strength. Good ball, good take.
There will be 3 minutes at
Now
a
there's a
time.
fine ball. And he's got... It's Hazard! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Hazard can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And he was quick to react. And there is the half-time whistle. And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He might be in here! No, no way through there. Now, can they get him away? McAllister. It's a really well-measured ball.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
That's good defending, very good defending. Looking for the run. Now it's Forlan. Royce could try cutting inside here. Rivaldo! Oh, and Royce! It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And he has been fouled there.
Substitution.
Now it's Hazard. Driving forward. Hazard. There he goes, motoring forward. Yamal! A real chance and a real let-off. Roberto Carlos.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Looking to play him in. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Substitution in progress.
And here's Rivaldo.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Vitoria really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's gone for a throw-in. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Vitoria clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Matheus Cunha. Forlan receives it in a good position here. Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Rivaldo. Oh, good ball! It's Forlan! Oh, that is rather wayward. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Macaster. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Just eases him off the ball. Schneider aims beyond the defence. Rivaldo. And that will be the final act. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Forlan demonstrating again that he is the real constant in this side, indeed in this game. Completing 400 appearances here today.
Oh, what a feat, Peter. This
takes a shot! No, not quite.
well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Wriggles his way through, and he's managed to get free. Might be danger here. Tries to play it through. Lukaku was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's only too happy to take that back. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Lukaku. Spread it left. He's got away. Good pressure, determined, intense. Real chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
The goal scorer for Milan after 19 minutes is number 4, Romelu Lukaku.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from...
And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Vitoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's been cut out, well played. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's found support out wide. Owen. And the counter is on. Played through into space. Royce in acres of space out wide. Vitoria have a free kick. And it's McAllister. Schneider out to the right. Forlan. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Eric Garcia.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pedri. And it's Xavi Alonso. Played out towards the right wing. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
1 minute added time.
Vicious ball here.
Deserved it.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And here's Forlan. Vitoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's had a hit! Same again, same outcome.
Vitoria really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one it's Forlan! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Vitoria really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's run loose here. And here's Lukaku. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Owen really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That has been cut short. Lukaku!
He should have put that one away.
Lukaku really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Sanchez promptly onto that, and that is that. Milan finding their passes. Royce. And Royce! And somehow it stayed out.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. De Bruyne. Nuno Mendes. Yildiz.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Played out to the right. Aimed beyond the defence. Eric Garcia. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Children's announcement.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it
Occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Great defending, strong and determined. Knocks it into space. But he's gone backward. Rivaldo! Rivaldo! Brilliant! Brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hakimi just loves to go forward whenever he can. Over to the left. Opts for safety. Vittoria finding their passes. Pedri. Some good work on the right flank here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Pedri. Played into space. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Mbappe, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Guardiola gets across to intercept that, and it's Pedri. Back into the middle. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's with the keeper. Howson, Guardiola. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in plenty of space here. Shoots! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The goal scored for Nantes.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Always onto this. Baresi wins the duel this time.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rivaldo. And no, that was never going to make it. Howson. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Out to the left it goes. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Here's found the way through. Decent chance! Brilliant from Rafinha! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Pressure coming in from all directions.
Rafinha really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly. And
oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Schneider with the slide tackle there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That'll be a throw. He's picked his way through. And the shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
He's found a way through. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Hoisted in. It's a mighty effort. And that would have won it.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Substitution in progress.
Nantes choosing to make the first change, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Good running, strong, goes for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here. And he can clear it away. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. And here's Musiala. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot!
Added minutes has been indicated.
They've played it short. Pedri with the climbs up big! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Royce. Passing is crisp and sharp. And time is up. Vitoria can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
And just a quick
Your
reminder
final thoughts,
today,
Jim?
please
Well,
drink
there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited. Deserved to be.
That's it for tonight's match, so just remains for me to thank Beglin alongside me, and wish you all a very good evening.